loves, it's Sam. So today we are going to be testing out the new Cover FX Power Play Concealer. They recently just sent me a little box here and it looked like this. They sent me 5 shades altogether, but there are 30 shades of concealer in this collection. So, oh, poop. So I have 5 of them. I'm going to be doing a wear test so we can check it out throughout the day. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. But if you are new, just so you guys know, I have really oily skin. I have fine lines and wrinkles. I have a lot of texture around this area of my face. I have acne scarring. I currently have a huge lip sit that is like trying to take over my life. But a lot of the time, I have a really hard time with foundations and concealers because my skin is so oily. So it's always a good test. If it works on me, chances are it's probably going to be great on you because my skin is really, really difficult to try and find new face products that actually work. It says it's a color true crease proof formula that provides comfortable all day wear. Power Play Concealer is here to change the game. Whether you're concealing, correcting, brightening, or contouring, Power Play Concealer maintains the high performance beauty standards Cover FX is known for in 30 inclusive shades. After all, being true to yourself is what makes you you. That's the ultimate power play. It's supposed to conceal and instantly brighten under eye circles, redness, and discoloration. It's weightless, crease-proof, it's ophthalmologist tested and hypoallergenic, and it's clinically tested, vegan, and cruelty-free. These are all the shades. I'm gonna see if I can get close since I don't have the whole entire, is that gonna show? Those are all of the options for shades. I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch these ones for you. These are available in stores and online at Sephora, Cover FX, Sephora Canada, and Ulta. So they're available everywhere for you guys at the moment. The color that I have is Key Light 2. That's the one that I'm gonna be testing out for you guys, and that color was a great match for me. I will go ahead and show you guys on my hands the 5 shades that I do have. So the first is white, which I think is actually really cool that they do have just a straight up white concealer, because there are some pale ladies in the world, and especially if you are super duper fair and you can't find something that is quite your shade, then you can always mix in a little bit of white and really lighten it up to make it work for you. So I think that's really cool. Then we have G Light 1, a little bit more golden, and that's them so far. Then we have N Fair 2. That one, actually that one's really quite nice and light. We have that right there. Then we have G Medium 2, so a little bit darker. So that's like basically my skin color for like foundation. Last but not least, we have the color that I am, which is the P Light 2, and P is pink. So for my concealers, I always go for more of a kind of pinky toned because it does a really great job of brightening and like really lightening underneath the eye. That's my color right here. As you can see, it's definitely a little bit more pink. Then we have that golden, what was it? The golden medium 2. Yeah. Then we have the N Fair 2, which is quite light. Definitely a little bit less pink than the one I have. Then we have the G Light 1 and the white. So those are all of the shades there that I have. So you can see they are all quite different, but I love the fact that you do have that white so that you can mix if you are a really nice fair lady. So it is a square kind of container, and you do get 0.33 ounces. Tarte Shape Tape is 0.33 as well. Wow, isn't it amazing what packaging does? Because this is the exact same size and yet this one looks way smaller. So when you're in the store, you're like, I'm not gonna buy that. That's like super tiny. But it's actually the exact same amount of product. The applicator is kind of what threw me off, and you guys will see that as I'm applying it. It's like a little circle dot applicator. So it's just like a big fat wand, and then you just have like a ball on the bottom. So it's definitely a little bit interesting, and I'll talk more about that once I'm applying it and you guys can kind of like know my thoughts. As of now, this is looking so nice on my skin. I love the way it concealed, and it's really smoothing, and it does not settle into fine lines at all. It's really natural looking. It has a beautiful finish. It doesn't look heavy or cakey or thick at all in any way. Like my under eyes look so unbelievably just smoothed out. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get into the actual demo so you guys can see me applying it and exactly how it blends out, kind of what my thoughts are, and I kind of touch a little bit more on that wand because it's definitely interesting. I think it's the first applicator I've ever like had like that. Hopefully you guys find this helpful. If you do, really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. Click that notification bell so that you guys get notified. And then be sure to stay tuned for the rest of the video after the demo, because I will be doing that wear test, and I'll come back and check in a couple times throughout the day and we'll see how this baby is wearing. So thank you guys. I love you all. And let's go ahead and get into the demo. Mwah. Okay, so I am in the color P Light 2. The applicator is quite interesting. It's like a little bauble at the end. I've never seen anything like this before. It's quite strange because then you just kind of like make little dots. But it feels quite rough. I don't know if I should dot it this way or that way. I can't say it's my favorite applicator I've ever had, because it just feels quite hard. It looks like the color is going to be pretty good. I mean, it does look quite cool, doesn't it? Little dots everywhere. I'm going to blend this out with my Beauty Blender, or my SL Miss, I always say Beauty Blender, but it's actually the SL Miss Glam, or sorry, yeah, SL Miss Glam Beauty Sponge. It's my favorite. Okay, so that blended out really nicely. I feel like this color is absolutely perfect for me, so I'm very happy with the color. Just gonna put a little bit around this area. My freaking lip zit is literally just, it has a heartbeat at this point. I haven't had a zit like this for such a long time, and then I used that new matte concealer, which I'm obsessed with. It's amazing, but then my skin started breaking out so bad, and that always happens with me with MAC, with like their foundation like face products. It just, my skin does not like it. But that is looking great. Like, oh my gosh, it is so smooth under there. I might add a little bit more just because I feel like I am still just a tiny bit dark right in that area. So I can't say the coverage is like, it's not like it's light coverage, but I feel like either I'm super tired today, or normally my concealers cover just a little bit more than this. But I have been staying up super duper late watching Unreal. So like literally 1 o'clock every single morning. And like ever since we stopped vlogging, I actually go to bed at a normal hour a lot of the time. I mean, there's a couple of nights if I'm super busy that I stay up late, but for the most part, you know, 11 o'clock is like a normal bedtime for me, whereas like when I used to vlog, I used to go to bed at like 2 o'clock most of the time because I was editing, and then wake up at 6:30 with the kids, so it was pretty tiring. So, but I have been staying up until like 1 o'clock for the past like week watching this show, just binge watching, and I'm pretty sure my eyes are like, girl, what are you doing? I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. So far though, that looks really great. It's really smooth, it's quite illuminated, but very skin-like. Doesn't look heavy and doesn't look thick or cakey on the skin. It's actually really beautiful. I'm so excited about this. I really hope that this works because, and it doesn't break me out, because it looks beautiful on the skin. Like, oh my gosh, I just love the way the finish is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you the time right now. It's 11:10. I've probably been done with my concealer for about half an hour. So I'm gonna say by the time I was actually done with my concealer, it was probably 10:30. For the purpose of this video, we'll just do 11 o'clock. Let's just say 11 o'clock to be fair. 1:57. So it has now been on for, what did we decide? 11 o'clock, so 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, almost 3 hours. So let's get up real close. I'm not super oily. I have like a little bit of a dew, but nothing major. The under eye is looking really smooth. Nothing has settled. The pores are not enhanced or anything. There's my forehead. So minus my huge lip zit, the chin is also looking really good as well. So overall, so far, I'm really happy. I feel like everything looks really great. I don't think that it's wearing badly at all. I'm gonna go check in the mirror right over here real quick just so that we can get like super close up. But as of me just looking in here, it looks really nice. Oh yeah, it looks great under there. Holy moly. It's like silky smooth underneath. Hopefully I'm in focus. Oh, there we go. My chin looks great. I mean, I definitely am a little bit oily, but I feel like if I just kind of soak up that oil with the Beauty Blender, then I would be okay. This is definitely a little bit oilier than the MAC concealer that I recently just reviewed. That just lasts so well, but it broke me out, so nobody wants that. But yeah, I think this is beautiful. Even though I am oily, it hasn't broken apart and it hasn't collected at all. Like, it's wearing so beautifully. So far, so good. So I will check in probably this evening. As of right now, I'm very happy. This looks beautiful. So far, so good. Thumbs up. Okay, hi guys. It is now 11:17. Oh, come on. 11:17. So it has now been on for a total of just over 12 hours altogether. By the way, I have my Invisalign in, so if I have a little bit of a lisp, that's why I still wear them at night. Okay, so obviously I am a little bit oily. You can see I have some oil right here on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin, but only really right here. My under eye still looks absolutely amazing, so smooth. There is no concealer collected into any of my fine lines or wrinkles. It's really stayed looking smooth and really nice under there. Like, I'm really impressed. This bang does not want to stay out of the way. The nose is a little collected around here, but it's still looking really nice. And the chin, surprisingly, I mean, for being on for 12 hours, it hasn't collected very badly at all. I mean, there's a little bit of collection right here and like a little bit right here in my smile lines, but it's really not bad. And then the forehead is just oily, and that is it. Everything has lasted really well. I'm really impressed with this concealer. Let's just kind of take away some of this oil and see if I could get away. Minus my two ginormous slits and the fact that I have no lipstick on. I literally could just kind of like pat, and now let's look up close and see what it looks like. Yeah, now it's basically fresh again. Like, I could, if I wanted to have my makeup on for 12 hours plus, I could just pat it and I'd be good to go. Like, the under eye looks so smooth and so nice. I'm gonna say that this is a thumbs up for the Power Play. I think it's a really great concealer. Super duper impressed with it. Super duper. I had Invisalign in all the time. You don't realize that you have a lisp until you have it out in the day, and then you have to put it in at night, because like now that's just what you have to do, is just you have to wear it at night forever. But it's amazing when you don't have it in 24/7 how much you have a lisp when you do put it back in. But yeah, I think this is a great concealer. I would highly recommend it if you are oily. I think it will work for you, and I think it's gonna work if you're dry or normal combination, because I do feel like I have had concealers in the past or foundations where they've picked up like dry skin that I don't even have. And this has not done that in any way. It looks smooth, it looks great. I mean, I do have oil, but I do have oil all the time. Like, I'm just naturally very oily. So there's not a whole lot that can control my oil very well. And I think this looks great for being on for 12 hours. So thumbs up. I would definitely recommend this concealer. I think it's a really great option if you are oily. And if you have texture and fine lines and you get movement with your foundation and concealer, this is amazing, because I put it all on my forehead, all in this section, and then all around my chin as well. So yay for something that actually works on my skin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.